BTS News Today. News of BTS's Jungkook finally opening up and making Jimin emotional instantly shook ARMY hearts around the world. This moment is not just an ordinary conversation between two friends who have sailed a long journey together, but an expression of feelings that have been hidden. Jungkook's honesty didn't just shake Jimin's emotions, but it also made many fans cry when they heard the reason. The story begins on a rare occasion where Jungkook finally talks about something that has long been a burden on his mind. For many years, Jungkook was known as a strong figure, cheerful, and always trying to give the best for BTS and ARMY. Behind all that, however, there are many things that he keeps to himself, something that even his closest friends, Jimin, never really understood completely. On an emotional occasion, Jungkook reveals his heart to Jimin. He speaks in a different tone than usual, showing another side of himself that is rarely seen in public. Jimin, who initially listened quietly, slowly began to be carried away by the increasingly moving atmosphere. The words that came out of Jungkook's mouth were so deep and full of meaning, Jimin couldn't hold back his tears. Jungkook talks about the feelings he has been holding back, about how much he appreciates Jimin as a best friend, brother, and also someone who is always there for him. He revealed how his journey in BTS would never have been the same without Jimin, and how many difficult moments he could go through because of the support and affection of Jimin. Jimin, who was usually strong, this time was completely swept away in a feeling that was difficult to explain. He never thought that Jungkook had such big feelings for him. All this time, they have always been together, but there are many things that they may never really talk about seriously. Hearing Jungkook finally reveal all that made Jimin unable to resist Haru. Not only Jimin was shocked and touched, but also ARMY heard this story. Many of them felt emotional because they realized how deep the friendship between Jungkook and Jimin was. What happened was not just an ordinary interaction between two BTS members, but a moment that shows how much they have been through together, and how they feel about each other has grown into something so meaningful. Along with this story, social media was filled with various reactions from the ARMY around the world. Many expressed how they cried to hear the reason behind Jungkook's honesty. Hashtags related to this moment immediately became trending on various platforms, shows how big the impact is for the fans. Some fans stated that they always noticed the closeness between Jungkook and Jimin, but this moment made them realize how deep the relationship between the two was. Some also say that they feel warmth and sincerity in their friendship, something rarely seen in the entertainment industry that is often full of pressure and competition. Jungkook himself probably did not expect that his words would have such an impact. However, he knew that honesty was important, especially in the relationships they have built over the years. He just wanted Jimin to know how much he appreciated him, and how grateful he is to have someone like Jimin in his life. Jimin, on the other hand, was moved and promised to always be by Jungkook's side, no matter what. He says that their friendship is something that can never be replaced, and he also feels lucky to have Jungkook as part of his life. This moment became one of the most moving moments in BTS's journey, not only because of the emotions poured out, but also because of the message contained therein. True friendship is not just about happy moments, but also about the courage to be honest, sharing feelings, and support each other in difficult moments. ARMY, who has followed BTS's journey since the beginning, knows how close the relationship between the members is. They've been through a lot together, both joy and sorrow. But moments like this remind us that behind the glitter of the stage, there are bonds that go much deeper than just colleagues. They are family. Not a few fans feel that this moment is also a reminder for them to be more open to the people they care about. Jungkook and Jimin have shown how important it is to express feelings before it's too late. Simple words can have a big impact, and honesty can strengthen relationships more than ever imagined. In a world that is often busy and stressful, moments like this become an oasis for many people. He reminded that behind all the success and hard work, there are hearts that remain fragile and in need of affection. Jungkook, who usually looks strong, in the end it shows another side of him that is rarely seen. And Jimin, who always gives warmth to those around him, finally realized that he is also very loved. This moment will not only be remembered by Jungkook and Jimin, but also by the ARMY who witnessed it. This is proof that relationships built with sincerity will always have a place in the hearts of many. Jungkook has shown that speaking from the heart can not only make a person feel more relieved, but it can also strengthen an already strong relationship. Jungkook's honesty has changed the way Jimin sees himself in their friendship. And for ARMY, it's a reminder that BTS is more than just a music group, but also a family that is always there for each other, no matter what happens. When Jimin's tears finally fell, the atmosphere around them became silent. There are no words that can describe how deep the emotions felt at that moment. Jungkook looked at Jimin with tenderness. He wanted to make sure that everything he said really reached his best friend's heart. Jimin, who has often been a place to lean on for other BTS members, for the first time feel that he also has someone who understands and appreciates him wholeheartedly. They both sat in silence for a moment, allowing silence to be part of their conversation. Jimin wiped his tears quickly, trying to stay strong, but the look in his eyes couldn't hide how moved he was to hear Jungkook's words. "I don't know what to say," Jimin finally whispered in a slightly trembling voice. Jungkook smiled a little. "You don't have to say anything, Hyung. I just want you to know." Jimin looked at Jungkook meaningfully. Since they first met, Jungkook has always been a brother whom he cared for with great affection. He remembers how Jungkook, who was a teenager, used to follow him everywhere, find comfort in his presence. But over time, Jungkook grows into a strong, independent man and even becomes someone he can rely on. However, this moment reminds him that no matter how mature and independent a person is, every heart needs a place to share. Meanwhile, news of this heartwarming moment between Jungkook and Jimin quickly spread among the army. On various social media platforms, fans shared their reactions, creates an unstoppable surge of emotions. Many expressed that they felt so touched by Jungkook's honesty and how their friendship has developed over the years. "I can't stop crying. Jungkook is truly sincere, and Jimin deserves all that love. Their friendship is something very beautiful. I want to have a relationship like this in my life." What Jungkook said really teaches us all that never delay to say how valuable someone is in our life. This moment also brought a lot of ARMY to reminisce about BTS's journey since the beginning of their debut. Jungkook and Jimin aren't just co-workers working together, but they have become part of each other's lives. They have gone through various challenges, ranging from hard training, harsh criticism, industry pressure, to overwhelming success. But behind all that, they always find a way to support each other and take care of each other. In many previous interviews, Jimin often reveals how much he always felt like protecting Jungkook, especially since Jungkook is the youngest member to step into this challenging world at such a young age. But now, Jungkook has proven that he also has the same feelings for Jimin. He wanted to make sure that Jimin knew that he was also appreciated and loved, not just as an artist, but as a human being full of feelings and struggles. Some fans also began to recall the sweet moments between Jungkook and Jimin throughout the year. From how Jimin always made sure Jungkook was okay in their early days, until how Jungkook is now often the one who pays attention to Jimin without him realizing it. Their close relationship is one of the reasons why many fans are so connected to BTS.